Shalom. Shalom, shalom. Alright. Let's get into it, man. It's gonna be a solid lesson today. And I encourage brothers to take notes on this topic. This applies to everybody, right? It applies to everybody on this planet, man. Right? The scriptures apply. You know, it's dealing with us as a nation. But it has effects and ramifications that deal with these other nations. So the scriptures do indeed apply to your life. Right? I'm gonna give brothers about 2 minutes to get up in here, man. Then we're gonna get into it. Hop in it like hopscotch, man. You know what I'm saying? Shalom to every brother and sister that's rolling in right now. All right, this lesson will be entitled Nuke Come Down, We Go Up. Nuke come down, we go up. All right. Share the live, share the live. Do your thing, do your thing. A second. I don't want nobody get my password, man. Cause you do got hackers out there that's on that shit, right? So it's gonna be entitled "Nuke Come Down, We Go Up." Right? Shalom, shalom. I got a lot of videos to show, and hey, TikTok, you know, this is all fair use. All right, work with me. Do not take the video down. Baba Kashar, please, 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 on my James Brown. All right? Please, please, please. Let's see. Let's get them rolling, though. I got a lot of videos to show. What would happen? I think I want to touch on this one first. Let me see. Is that it? Intense. Yeah, this one's a good one too. This one only 3 minutes. We'll start over here. Right? We'll start over here. Sorry, man. Giving brothers 2 minutes. I'm going to give brothers one more minute or 2 more minutes. All right, we'll start this lesson at 11:17. 11:17. Share the live, tap the screen, do what you do. Kahalam live. Yahweh Shem Yahweh. All right. It is now 11:17, so let's get into it. Facing the east towards the holy city. All praises be to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the Great Millstone, also known as GMS. Shalom to the Lord's hopeful elect, 144,000 men, as well as 1/3 men, women, and children, maintaining themselves, keeping the laws, commandments, and statutes to the best of their ability. It is your brother, Yaramya Kazak, back with hopefully another edifying lesson through the spirit, strength, and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. At the end of the day, those are the names which we do indeed come in. Yahweh means he is, he exists. Yahweh Shai means he saves, he delivers. And Rakakadash means the spirit holy. We come out of Israel, Yasharahla, and that means he, prince of the power. So we are princes of God. We are the sons of God. We are the sons of the power, Yahweh, at the end of the day. All right. And that includes the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Right. Also, if you look like the foreign nations, but your bloodline does indeed go back to Jacob, then you are an Israelite. You could look Chinese, you could look Japanese, you could look all those type of nations. Like Bruce Lee, definitely an Israelite. Right. You know, all these other guys, Dwayne Johnson. All right. You know, raised up on the islands and stuff, whatever, Florida, but he raised up Samoan or whatever he is. But he's an Israelite because his father is a so-called Negro. You know what I'm saying? So you could look like these other nations due to your mother, but your father's lineage is 100% Jacob, then you're good. You know what I'm saying? It's no such thing as mixed race. That's what the YT man has taught our people. Now, what we're going to be talking about today is nuclear warfare. The title of the lesson is Nukes Come Down. Nuke come down. We go up. All right. So let's go to Jeremiah, the 50th chapter, first and foremost. And let's start around verse 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. Now, if you know your history and you know how Babylon fell, this is not what happened to Babylon. So let's read this one more time. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations. That's not what happened to ancient Babylon, which is modern day Iraq. Understanding that. So this is what you would call a future prophecy. This is something that will happen in the future. This is something that we are seeing happening right now. With what? With the BRICS nations. All right, let's get that to show you. The BRICS nations include the original members Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, along with new members Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, Indonesia, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates. Also, you have about 40 other nations that are on the verge of joining, right? That are in negotiations with joining. Okay? Mexico, etc., right? So this is what's about to take place. Babylon, an assembly of great nations, that BRICS nation from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. Let's get that word, array. Okay? To arrange, set or put or lay in order, set in array, they shall prepare themselves. Order, ordain, handle, furnish, esteem, equal, direct, compare. What did Venezuela just do? All right? Which Venezuela is, they're aligning with Russia. Okay? Let's go into this article. Venezuela sends troops to Colombia border as U.S. ships join cartel operation, right? 2 more U.S. ships said to join amphibious squadron due to arrive off coast of Venezuela in anti-DRUG cartel operations, right? So you have tensions building in South America now between U.S. who tries to police the world because they rule off of the sword, which is according to Genesis 27:41, Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked, and they rule off of the sword. Right? As you can see, this is recent. This is not last year or 2 years ago. This is 26 August 2025. What's the day? Let's go show you the date. This is 26 August 2025. Okay? Venezuela has announced the deployment of 15,000 troops to its border with Colombia to fight DRUG trafficking, as the U.S. was reported to have sent 2 additional Navy ships to the Southern Caribbean as part of an operation against Latin American drug cartels. Venezuela Minister of the Popular Power for Interior, blah, 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 announced on Monday that Caracas would deploy 15,000 troops to bolster security in Zulia and Táchira states, which border Colombia. You know, whatever it may be. But these are what? Wars and rumors of wars. All right? What's going on in Colombia, Venezuela, the Mexican border, right, with all these different type of cartels is considered wars. These are skirmishes. These are conflicts between individuals. Just because it's not a major nation, that does not mean anything. You have individuals losing their lives, right? So these are wars and rumors of wars that Yahweh Shah was talking about. And these things are heating up, and they're going to turn for the worse. Now, what eventually is going to take place is what I'm about to show you in this video. All right, so let's let it go.
This house was 6,000 feet from ground zero. Other homes that were closer were incinerated.
Everybody has seen that very famous footage of the houses just imploding and then exploding out. What happens first is that it gets hit by the heat, and so it blistered almost all of the paint. When you look on the back side of the house, you can still see some remnants of the paint. It ripped all the gutters off of the house. The chimney here was shifted about 6 inches. The blinds that were on the windows were all blown out. But otherwise, this house withstood the blast pressures and the heat from the nuclear test.
The Apple II bomb was placed in a tower 1,500 feet above the ground, so the resulting fireball wouldn't destroy monitoring equipment. Technicians built small towns within the blast zone. Shops, gas stations, dozens of homes made of brick and wood.
All right, that's all I need on that video, you know, because this is understanding this is what? Back in the 50s, right? Now, my question to anybody would be, do you think the technology they're going to use today is the same as the technology in the 50s? No, it's made massive improvements, okay? The bombs that they have now are extremely, more detrimental. And back then, they had some mess that could mess up your... Look what they did to Hiroshima and Nagasaki, okay? At the end of the day. So, let's keep it going. Reading this again. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken, their arrows. So, array, they're setting themselves in order. You have these nations aligning with one another, getting in order, and then their arrows, which nobody's fighting with bow and arrows today, right? What is the modern day sword? It's a pew-pew. What is the modern day arrow? It's a missile, all right? What is the modern day bow? It's a silo. So these things will be launched. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. Every nuke will hit its mark. All right. They, as the scriptures say, man, the spirits is going to be on them. All right, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is going to be with them to do what they are supposed to do, right? So keeping it going, let's go down to verse 12. Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nation shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert. Now, we just brought out, if you understand, if you're following me properly, you understand that America is Babylon. All right, because this did not happen to ancient Babylon, which is Iraq. Iraq is still standing to this day, and it's not the head importer of the world, right? It's not a major commerce area. America is the #1 commerce area in the world where people even sell souls, if you understand that, where individuals are sold. You have, all type of trafficking going on in America. All this type of stuff is going on in America. So this is modern day Babylon. As we said yesterday on the brother Darga Bar's live, she opens her legs to everybody. Every type of idolatry, every type of philosophy comes into this land, every false god. So this is modern day Babylon. Now, my question to the comment board, your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Who is America's mother? Who bore America? Y'all got 10 seconds, man. I see some people need to study. All right, it's Britain. Okay? It ain't Rome. It's Great Britain. Right? I understand how you would say Rome, but it's not Rome, actually. Right? Understanding that Rome was what? Rome is that beast that suffered a deadly wound, but now you see it's healed. Understand? So it suffered a deadly wound, which means it got destroyed, but now it's back in the form of America. But it did not bear America. Great Britain gave breath to America. This is where you have the Confederate War? Not Confederate War, but the Revolutionary War, right? Who were they fighting against? The Redcoats. They were fighting against the British. What did dude Paul Revere say? The British is coming. The British is coming. The British is coming. Right? So it's not Rome. It's Britain. All right? All right, so getting back into it. Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nation shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert. That's Jeremiah 50:12. Okay, now we're going to take that and we're going to go to Revelations, the 17th chapter. And we're going to start at verse 14. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. The Lamb is who? Yahweh Shai. Okay? For he is Lord of lords and King of kings, and they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful. That's talking about his elect, the remnant. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. This America is known as the whore that sits upon many waters. And why is that? Let's show you. You have what? As you can see right here, the United States operates approximately 750 overseas military bases, sites in over 80 countries, with major concentrations in Europe, East Asia, and Asia Minor, which is the Middle East. These sites are a combination of large main operating bases, smaller forward operating sites, and cooperative security locations, with the latter two being preferred for their lower cost, visibility, and increased flexibility, right? So America is known as that whore that sits upon many waters. She rules. Let's go back. Let's go to Genesis 27. And if you taking notes, you should be writing these things down. Okay? This is Genesis 27:39. And Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling This is Isaac giving the blessing to who? To Esau, the so-called YT man. Thy dwelling, and we started 38. And Esau said unto the father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. He's a crybaby. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above, and by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And Esau hated Jacob, because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau, Salakia, said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob. And that's Esau's sentiments to this very day. All right. And Thawada, the brother, got a great precept. We're going to get it in a minute. So key words being that, and by thy sword shall thou live. Esau lives off of his sword, off of his military strength. Okay? At the end of the day, he rules off of military strength, military might. And we about to show you another video that shows you that Esau rules off of military strength, military might, man. This is 2nd Esdras 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So this heaven, this kingdom, this rulership, that's that old earth. That's that old heaven. The heaven and the earth shall pass away, meaning this rulership, this society will pass away. And a new heaven, a new rulership, a new kingdom, which you Christians always talk about the kingdom, but you fail to understand that that's a heaven. We're not in a heaven right now. We're not in a rulership, right? Esau, the devil, that serpent, that old dragon, is in a rulership. He's in his heaven. His heaven has to pass away for our heaven to come to be. This is why the scripture says this, okay? At the end of the day. So let's read it one more time. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Right? All right. So with that being said, let's play this one.
Attention. We are now at DEFCON 1. Security lockdown.
Russian nukes in space.
The country recently tested a nuclear-capable hypersonic missile.
Hypersonic missiles and aircraft could be the future of warfare.
One of the most powerful nuclear weapons in the world is the B-83 nuclear bomb, the heavyweight of the US arsenal. Weighing about 2,400 pounds or 1,100 kilograms and stretching 12 feet or 3.7 meters in length with a diameter of 18 inches or 46 centimeters, it's roughly the size of a small car. But within this imposing frame lies a force of unimaginable destruction. The B-83 is a gravity bomb, meaning it's dropped from an aircraft and relies solely on gravity to reach its target. No rockets or propulsion systems, just a free-falling descent. This might sound simple, but the devastation it can unleash is anything but. Carried by strategic bombers like the B-2 Spirit stealth bomber and the B-52 Stratofortress, the B-83 can be delivered deep into enemy territory. With a blast yield of up to 1.2 megatons of TNT, the B-83 is approximately 80 times more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima, which had a yield of about 15 kilotons. To put that into perspective, imagine the explosive energy of 1.2 million tons of TNT detonating in a single moment. But the B-83 isn't just about raw power. It's designed to penetrate underground bunkers, burrowing into the earth before detonating. As for how many of these weapons exist, while exact numbers are classified, experts estimate that there are about 650 B-83s, and it is thought there are about 200 B-83 bombs in active service. This number has decreased over the years due to arms reduction treaties and modernization efforts. In fact, there are plans to retire the B-83 altogether in favor of more advanced, lower-yield nuclear weapons. To grasp the true magnitude of the B-83's destructive power, imagine a single one detonated as an airburst over Beijing, China.
All right, that's cool. And hey, look. Yesterday in Adar's live, Adar runs his live differently, right? Me, I don't be allowing females to be talking in my comments like that. All right, a sister, you can come in and say shalom. If I'm taking questions, then you can ask questions, right? But me, hey, I'm more so to the lesson, to what we talking about right now. If we we joking, then it's like that. It's cool. But we move in decency and order over here. At the end of the day. And Abriya, you don't tell another man to give somebody the precept. You give him the precept. You give it a precept. All right? Like, come on, man. Y'all be causing all this distraction in the damn comments, man. Okay? And, the cause 2K, even though you got the name wrong and all that, that's correct. Because an empire only lasts about 250 years. That's where America is entering into. Okay? 250 years will be next year for America. Not no 225. America was established 1776. Right? So let's keep it going, man. And pay attention to this lesson. We talking about this lesson. We not talking about it's the kingdom within. We not talking about spiritual powers. We not talking about none of that other shit right now, man. All right? This is the thing with Jake. You can't focus in on what you need to focus in on. Y'all always come with this and that and this. When we doing this is 100%. The title of the lesson is Nukes Come Down, We Go Up. If the title of the lesson was Spirit Within, then it would have been Spirit Within. Right? I don't like all of this shit. The folly, man. Pay attention. All right, so as you see, you have what? You have 3 types of bombs. You have a bunker buster, one that goes in, that drills into the ground, and then it explodes. And then you have one that blows up when it hits the land, okay? And then you have one that explodes in the air. So anybody these guys that are making bunkers, like Rick Ross is building a bunker in Georgia, it's pointless. When the nukes hit Georgia, that's going to go in the ground. You're still going to unalive, right? So it's impossible to escape Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. That's why this is talking about what? Arrows from an expert archer. You can't escape these arrows, man. It's like Legolas in Lord of the Rings. The way that he can shoot, like, you know what I'm saying? This is what we talking about. So let's look into this bunker buster. A bunker buster bombs are, and you got different type of bombs because they also dropped bunker busters in Iran, the U.S. did, to target nuclear sites in Iran. Bunker buster bombs are munition designed to destroy deeply buried, hardened targets like underground military bunkers and command centers by penetrating hardened structures before detonating. These bombs feature strong, high-density steel casings to withstand extreme stresses during penetration and may use precision guidance systems like GPS or laser guidance for accuracy. Now, why is this important? Because you need certain materials to make these bombs. And what is one of those materials? Right? It's one of those materials that they was looking for in the North Carolina mountains. All right? At the end of the day, it's the material that was in Chile. It's the material that's in Hawaii. You wonder why these places are somehow just catching on fire and burning. And Oprah is buying them up, or somebody else is buying them up, or this person is buying them up. You wonder why because the resources in that land. You have the same resources in Haiti, right? You got these same resources that you need to make nuclear bombs. Do you understand the temperature of a nuclear bomb? Let's get that. Temperature of a nuclear bomb. The center of a nuclear bomb's detonation reaches temperatures of approximately, and my live just got restricted. So I don't know. Somebody got butt hurt. You want to report the video? I'm telling you, bro. I'm about to just stay on YouTube, bro. It's a bunch of little bitches on here. All right. The center of a nuclear bomb's detonation reaches temperatures of approximately 100 million degrees Celsius, which is about 4 to 5 times hotter than the center of the sun. This incredible heat, part of the explosion's thermal radiation, instantly creates a brilliant fireball and can cause severe third-degree burns and widespread fires at considerable distances. I'm talking about miles away. As you're about to see in this depiction, miles away. Now, let's look up the material needed to sustain a nuclear bomb. And what would it be? Uranium, and plutonium. It sounds like we in an Avengers movie, right? Uranium. A nuclear bomb requires weapons-grade, feasible material, primarily highly enriched uranium or plutonium. These are the only isotopes with nuclei that can be easily split in a self-sustaining chain reaction. Producing and handling these materials is extremely difficult, costly, and tightly controlled internationally. So you need these resources, and these resources are abundant in the places that we just mentioned. Chile, which they hit Chile with the weapon from the sky. Let's get that in the scriptures. And then we got to go back to Revelation 17 chapter. That's Revelations 13 and 13. All right. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. This is speaking about the bombs. This is also speaking about his laser weapons, which he has admitted to having. He has the ability to make a laser come down from a satellite and pinpoint a position. So he did that. We saw him do it in Texas. He did it out here in California to start wildfires. He did it in Chile, and he did it in Maui, and he did it in North Carolina, right? So he's what? He's cleaning out areas and harvesting the resources as Esau always did. This is nothing new under the sun. Okay? Esau has always went into an area, got rid of the inhabitants, and took their land and set up shop. That's why I'm looking at individuals like, well, that's a coincidence. No, he's been doing this since he came out of the caves in the 1300s, 1400s, right? This is his MO. This is what the devil does. He takes over your land, he unalives you, and then he builds up, he puts up a cross, gives you white Jesus, and if you don't want to get with it, he unalives you again. Your kids, the generation that comes after you. It's no coincidences. Exactly. So then let's take it from there and let's go back to Revelations, the 17th chapter. All right. And matter of fact, we got to get a little bit of contents. Okay. This is verse 10. And there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space. Right? Now, let's get a representation of those 7 kings. Let's go to gms.info. Is it gms.info? Oh, it's Great Millstone. And every brother should have this website right? greatmillstone.info. All right. And I'll let the video play a little bit. That's what? Nukes going off. Explosions. Now let's keep going. Go to study, and then come down here, and you go to right here, right? This is what? The beast with 7 heads and 10 horns. Now, as the scripture says, 7, it's going to the 7 heads. It said, what? It said, let's read it again. Okay? And there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, 1 is, and the other is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space. Now, know the time frame, know the history. That Rome was ruling at this point in time. So Rome was at this point in time, right? So let's go into this. So you would have what? You would have, actually more so that's talking about, what is that? That's Babylon. Salakia. Babylon, Persia, Greece, Rome. And then Rome again. Nah, this the 7 heads. That's not talking about the 7 kings though. And I ain't gonna, I'm gonna redo it. I'm gonna redo that part because I'm not about to fuck that up, right? And that's the thing. If I'm not sure on it, I'm not gonna fuck it up, right? Because I can't, it's like, dang, it jumped out of my head. And here is the mind which hath wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains. Kakuma. You remember, it just jumped out of my head, bro. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th and is of the 7 and goeth into perdition. That's talking about America. All right, I think I remember it now a little bit. Salakia. And here is the mind which have wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth. Now Rome was established on what? On 7 hills. You had 7 hills. Rome was established on 7 hills. And where's right here? It's actually right here. Yeah, the 7 heads is the 7 governments or kingdoms ruled by Esau. So that is it. So Germania Major, Germania Minor, Romans, the French, the Spanish, the British, and the Greeks. Now, that Rome, as they say, and there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other is not yet. America was not yet. Rome was. So Rome was about to fall, and then later on, America would be, and America would what? And when he cometh, he must continue a short space. As America had to come out and what? Rule for a short while, a short space. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th and is of the 7, because America is Rome reborn. It's that suffered that deadly wound and goeth into perdition. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings. That's speaking of NATO and the EU, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. These have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. That's going into one world government, right? NATO, the EU, the European Union, right? They will establish and they will move in one mind, one world government, one world religion, one world banking system, right? So Salakia for the stumble. Now keeping it going. These shall make war with the Lamb. So when Yahushua comes, they're going to what? Rise up and fight him. And the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is Lord of lords and King of kings. And they are with him are called chosen and faithful. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. And that's America. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, EU, NATO, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. Now that's talking about what? That's talking about nukes. That's talking about nuclear warfare taking place. Now let's get those 10. Those 10 horns. You got Belgium, Denmark, France, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Greece, Spain and Portugal, England and Ireland, and West Germany. All right. So these nations will hate the whore at the end of the day. The beast is made up of NATO. Like all these countries, which are predominantly Edomite countries, man. All right. The EU, those are all Edomite ruled countries. And NATO is damn near, I'm going to read the list off. Greece, Italy, Spain, France, West Germany, United Kingdom, Portugal, Belgium, Netherlands, Luxembourg, Canada, Norway, Denmark, Iceland, Turkey, United States, Poland, Hungary, Czech Republic. All these are Edomite nations. Okay? These nations make up NATO, which is the beast. So this is the kingdom. This is the rulership that Esau rules.
The fireball would engulf an area over 4 square kilometers or 1.5 square miles, vaporizing everything within its radius. Buildings would collapse within a 7.5 kilometer or 4.6 mile radius due to the intense blast pressure, flattening much of the city center. Windows would shatter up to 21 kilometers or 13 miles away, sending glass shards flying and causing injuries even in distant neighborhoods. The thermal radiation would cause third-degree burns to anyone within 13 kilometers or 8 miles, covering an area of over 500 square kilometers or over 200 square miles. In terms of human cost, such a detonation could result in an estimated 1.5 million immediate fatalities and over 3 million injuries, and that's just from a single B-83 bomb.
And that's from one. That's from one. Now, we know the scriptures say they're going to what? They're going to hit them with far more than just one bomb. This ain't just going to be no drop one and no. It's going to be millions. Let's get it. What's that? Revelations. It's Revelations 9. And we'll start at 15. We'll start at 14. Saying to the 6th angel which had the trumpet, loose the 4 angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates. Now this is not talking about no fallen angels or nothing like that that's chained up underground. That's not what that's speaking about. It's speaking about spirits that have the power to go forth and unalive, right? To bring much destruction. Okay? So understanding that these are principalities. These are spirits that are bound and set up for an appointed time. And when these spirits are let loose, spirits created for vengeance, right? They will go forth and persecute and judge many. And the 4 angels were loose, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year, for to slay the third part of men. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. And I heard the number of them. So 200,000. Now let's take that and let's times it. 200,000 times 1,000. And what is it? 200,000 times 1,000. And that's 200 million nukes that will rain down. Okay? 200 million nukes that will rain down. All right? Qam, yeah, that's similar to the angels that hold back the winds of destruction. Qam, spirits created for vengeance. Once they let it go, then, you know, that's when we really talking about doors of mercy are no longer there. Because Yahweh is like, okay, I'm going to let these spirits go. I'm going to let these spirits run wild. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, 200 million nukes. Now, each warhead, let's look it up. Carries how many nukes or how many missiles? I'll read the bottle. I'll read all this. A single nuclear missile does not carry other missiles. Instead, a nuclear missile can carry multiple independently targeted re-entry vehicles, MRVs, which are the individual warheads. The specific number of warheads a missile can carry varies by the missile type and is subject to international treaties. But a single Trident II missile, for example, has the capacity to carry anywhere from 1 to 8 or more warheads, such as the W-88, right? So you got at the end of this video, what is it? China, I think it's the China joint, or it might be the Satan 2. Is it this one? But one of them carries like 13 missiles or 13 warheads in one missile. But we'll probably look at one of the last ones because it's like one of the biggest ones. But keeping it going, let's go back. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them. This is not talking about men on horses. This is talking about nukes, as 17 is going to let you know. And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them having breastplates of fire, and of jacinta, and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouth issued fire and smoke and brimstone. That's what comes with the nukes. By these 3 was the third part of men killed by the fire. So this is talking about the nukes coming to unalive. And by the smoke and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouth. For their power is in their mouth and in their tails. For their tails was like unto serpents and had heads, and with them they do hurt. That trail that a missile leads behind. It's like a serpent, right? And the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues yet repented not of the works of their hands, but they should not worship devils and idols of gold and silver and brass and stone and of wood, which neither can see nor hear nor walk. Neither repented they of their murders, nor of their sorceries, nor of their fornication, nor of their thefts. But these are individuals that you Christians say that we need to join hand in hand with. They're not even going to repent after the nukes hit. They're not going to repent after America is destroyed with nukes. They're going to see America burning, and they're not going to actually think that Yahweh did it. But they will know. All right? when they go into slavery, when we have powers, all right, things of that nature, which we about to touch on in Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, you know, and begin to close out. But yeah, we'll get that. We'll get that. We'll get this for you. Let me see.
The RS-28 Sarmat is designed to evade missile defense systems and deliver massive payloads across the globe. The Sarmat is a 3-stage liquid-fueled missile that weighs over 208 tons and measures over 35 meters, or about 116 feet in length. It's capable of carrying a variety of warhead configurations, including up to 10 heavy MIRVs or 15 lighter ones, along with advanced countermeasures to bypass missile defenses. Its range exceeds 18,000 kilometers, or over 11,000 miles, allowing
11,000 miles, it can go anywhere on the planet. So Russia has a missile they can launch that can hit anywhere on the planet. And it can evade missile defenses. Now that takes me over to Ezekiel, the 38th chapter. And let's go to verse 10. Thus saith Yahweh power, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought. This is speaking about who? This is speaking about Gog, Magog, the Russians. All right, the land of Magog, which is now the modern day, you know, is Russians. Really, back in the day, it would be your islanders, your Polynesians, etc., but they got pushed out of their land, right? So now it's the Russians. So they're going to what? They're going to think an evil thought. They're going to align, as we said in Jeremiah, the 50th chapter, they're going to align with who? Iran, Ethiopia, right? Iran is Persia. Ethiopia is these African countries, and Libya, African countries as well. And what are they doing? They align with them. Russia actually funds and gives them weapons, tanks, things of that nature to make them strong. So that's what's going on. All of them with shield and helmet. Gomer, the Turkish, and all his bands, the house of Tagama of the north quarters and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. So Russia is standing up tall, in front of them. Like, hey, I got you. I'm rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, see, Aki, watch this video. That's good, man. You was studying it. This is a good video to watch because it goes through every nuke that's in development today. And trust me, they're not telling us everything that they have. Why would you tell your enemy? Why would you put everything that you have on YouTube? So if you're silly, if you're that silly and you believe that everything that they have is on YouTube, then you a bigger fool than Boo Boo the fool off of Yogi the Bear, man. All right? That's wild. Okay? They're not going to tell you everything. Russia, let's look it up. Let's look up how many nukes Russia has today. Russia possesses the world's largest nuclear arsenal with an estimated 5,580 total nuclear warheads as of January 2024. You think that's factual? You think that's real? Like they really just told the U.S., yeah, we got this many nukes, so, that's all you got to worry about. No, that's not how war goes, man. That's not how it goes. You're not about to tell your enemy what you have. If I'm about to hit you in your face with a right hook, I'm not about to tell you that. I'm gonna tell you I'm about to throw a jab. But then I'm gonna come out of nowhere. So this is how warfare is fought. When this happens to America, they're gonna be like, what? That's why we going back to Ezekiel 38 and 10. Let's read it. Thus saith Yahweh power, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought. That evil thought is to release these nukes that's going to unalive, as we showed you. Let's go to one of them, this one right here. 359,250 people. That's off rip. That's off one missile. How is that? That's an evil thought to unalive all these people. Right? And that's just that. Let's go over here to the Satan. How many people it's unaliving? 7 million. 7 million. 7 million. And that's just one. That's just one. But you got 5,000 and you got more than that. You understand? That's an evil thought. This is massive amounts of bodies, massive amounts of souls. You know what I'm saying? Now, verse 11, and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. What is that? What land is that? That's America, and that's also Israel. Because Israel is what? Israel is now an unwalled village because of their defense system has been tore down. They've been exposed. Iran got through their defense system with some old ass 80s missiles they had from the 80s and the 90s. You know, they ain't even seen what they really got. So your defense system ain't nothing, man. It's bozo. You know what I'm saying? So keeping it going. And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest. That's Americans. That's Egyptians. That's these fake ass, Jews. These Ish people. I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates. To take a spoil and to take a prey, to turn thy hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, and upon the people that are gathered out of the nations which have gotten cattle and goods that dwell in the midst of the land. So they're going to come up to these lands. You're going to have Russian troops in America. They already here. You're going to have Moab, Chinese troops in America. They're already here. If you did not pay attention, when the migrants was coming in the Biden administration, you had what? It wasn't just migrants. It wasn't just South Americans. No, you had many, and the elders did. We all did many breakdowns on it. The elders covered it. Everybody covered it because that was what needed to be covered because that was prophecy. You had Chinese coming into this land, all right? Iranians coming into this land, Ishmaelites coming into this land, Russians coming into this land, Africans coming into this land. You had all different nations flooding into America, and they still here just waiting and baking to get started. You got to understand that, man. You got to understand that. So the stage is set. All they got to say is, let's do it. They're prepping and they're getting ready to unleash all hell. Right? So let's take it back to Revelation 17 chapter, verse 16. Read it one more time, and then we're going to go to Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, and wrap it up. Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns, so the EU, which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. What would cause France, Spain, Britain, Portugal, the Netherlands, Sweden, Switzerland, what would cause these nations to turn on America? That's crazy, right? Because she has been uncovered. She has been exposed. Let's go Jeremiah real quick. Jeremiah 49 and 10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Meaning he is. Esau has been made bare. He butt-ass naked, man. We can see him for who he truly is. You got people in the world that understand that these Americans, the government is wicked. They're corrupt. They're foul. You got people, simple-minded jakes, that can understand that, right? So before we go to Wisdom of Solomon, let's change narratives. And we talked about the nukes coming down, which I had a lot of other videos, but they restricted the live, so I don't even think I'm going to be able to download it and post it up. But it is what it is. It's still for great edification. So let's talk about us going up. Yahweh Ratazah, we be of that number, the elect. Let's talk about us going up into those clouds. So let's go to 1 Thessalonians, the 4th chapter, verse 13. But I would not have you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep, that you sorrow not, even as others which have no hope. Don't be like the world. Don't be like individuals that have no hope, that have no understanding, For if we believe that Yahushua died and rose again, even so them also which sleep in Yahushua will power bring with him. Sleeping, what does it mean to sleep in Yahushua? To unalive in him, to pass, believing. If you pass believing on Jesus Christ, that doesn't count. You believed in an idol. You believed in a false individual. Okay, something that's not even real. Cesare Borgia. All right, a P file, a PDF file. That's what you believed in. Jesus Christ, right? Or Serapis Christos, who raised himself up to be a false god back in the Alexandria time frames. You can look these things up and understand these guys are fake. They took the image of our king and repainted it white. Right? So if you die in Jesus Christ, you're just done. You're coming back, going into a regular body and been thrown into the lake of fire, according to Daniel's 12th chapter, Matthew the 5th chapter. Right? Keeping it going. Even so, them also which sleep in Yahushua will power bring with him. For this we say unto you, by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of Yahushua shall not prevent them which are asleep. For Yahushua himself shall descend from heaven with a shout. That's Michael the archangel coming with a shout, with the voice of the archangel. Boom. And with the trump of power, and the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet Yahushua in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. Wherefore, comfort one another with these words. This is what you tell brothers and sisters, man, so they can understand. You know what I'm saying? They can understand. Death is not the end. That's not the end. Man, I don't want to. We don't fear death. What we fear is not knowing Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, this spirit being took off of us. Us not having the understanding of these scriptures. That's what we fear. We don't fear death, man. Right? Now we may, we'll get anxiety and be afraid in that sense when, it's about to be that moment. We understand because we're in this flesh. We have emotions. But we have a comfort of the scriptures where it is what it is. Right? Now let's go from there. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 15, 52 and 54. 1 Corinthians 15, 52 and 54. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. Saying the exact same thing. Right? The dead shall be raised incorruptible. Incorruptible meaning everlasting bodies. So just like that, the body will be changed. The dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. So you got to put on that everlasting body, man. That's the only way you're going to live in the kingdom as an Israelite. Right? Now, if you don't get to put it on, then what? You're going to have to burn in the lake of fire. And you're going to have to, until a time period, and then you're going to come back as a child. Reincarnation, regeneration. You're going to come back through the loins of a 144,000 man or 1/3 man. That man is going to have to plant seed in a woman, regardless if it be an Israelite woman or a heathen woman. All right? Regardless, that seed is an Israelite. So you have to come back through that man. Verse 53. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. But we tell people we gonna live forever, and they look at us like we stupid. But you say you believe in God, right? You say you believe the Bible, right? Yeah. You ever read it? Yeah, I read the Bible. That's what everybody say. But they don't read the Bible. So when the corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, Then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, as the brother just put in the comments, death is swallowed up in victory. O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? We gonna laugh at death because it will never have hold on us again. It will never touch us again. So we will laugh at death as Yahweh Shah laughed at death, man. Where's thy sting? So let's wrap it up with Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. And I will take questions, right? So lucky if I was kind of mean earlier, you know. But I want brothers to pay attention, man, and get the, you know, take notes. And all that side chatter, it'd be taken away from the lesson, you know. If we just joking around, coking and joking, then it's whatever, you know what I'm saying? But let's keep it going. Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. This can be who? This can be your family members. They made no account. They didn't believe what you were saying. They didn't think what you was doing would actually matter. They see you go out on the corners every week, right? And Cockabye, you funny, bro. They see you go out on the corners every week and they make no account of your works, your labors. They think you just silly and you crazy and you insane and you're doing this for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that can be Jakes, 2/3, and it can also be heathens. It's gonna be heathens. They look at us like we crazy. You know what I'm saying? They made no account of our labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. The strangeness of our salvation is what we just read. Us going into chariots, going into, you know, spaceships, UFOs, and getting everlasting bodies. That's strange to these individuals. They never perceived that in their mind that could happen. No, the body can't change. You can't be like Avengers. You can't be like X-Men. You can't be like, but we can. If you read the scriptures, you'll see Samson was a representation. Elijah, when he got the powers, was a representation. David was a representation, right? At the end of the day, yeah, Dwayne and his goofy ass. So we will have these powers, man. We will have that understanding. We will not die. We will be able to change our shape, change our form, grow tall, grow short, whatever we want to do. We'll be able to do all of that, having control over the elements. Your body is just simply an element. You know what I'm saying? That boy say Power Rangers. Power Rangers was humans. What the brother say? That number looks scary on that laptop. Nukes death toll, right? Yeah, this is just in one city. That's just in one city. This is what the Satan 2 can do to you if you're 2 through. As Elder Hawaii say, 2 through. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Satan 2 will do to you if you're 2 through. You don't want to be 2 through. Keeping it going. Verse 3. So they're going to be amazed at our salvation. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he. It was a prophet in your midst. This was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach. We fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. They thought we wasn't honorable. They thought we were foolish. They thought we were fools. Yeah, we are fools. We are fools for Yahweh Shai. We are fools for this ministry, man. All right? At the end of the day, how is he numbered among the children of power, and his lot is among the saints? Therefore, have we erred? You erred in not understanding the scriptures, Dwayne. From the way of truth and the light of righteousness hath not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us, because Yahweh didn't want to deal with you. Because of your incredulity, your unbelief. He does not deal with you. You don't believe. You don't have faith. If you ain't pray today, shame on you, man. You ain't pray. You ain't wake up this morning and the first thing you did was pray when you open your eyes. Shame on you. All right? Make that a habit, man. I woke up, start praying. The water Yahweh, all you got to say, it ain't got to be nothing crazy. Just the water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. That's it. Just the water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai for bringing me back, for allowing me to open my eyes. Just be grateful. You know what I'm saying? Period, man. Be grateful. Verse 7, we wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yea, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way. But as for the way of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh, we have not known it. Going through deserts, meaning they didn't have that living water. They didn't have no understanding, no wisdom, no understanding at all. Right? Exactly. The simple fact that you are Israelite, that's point blank period, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, with that being said, I'll take any questions for 5 minutes. And then, I got a slide. I forgot. I turned the grill on. I got it simmering. It's getting hot. Kakama, man, I got 5 minutes, literally, because I got the grill on. I'm going to bring you up, but I got 5 minutes, and I mean 5 minutes.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't grab the 9.
Shalom, y'all watch right to call these brothers, man.
It's all a wall. I mean, man, you ain't gotta come all hostile, man. I see why brothers want to fight you now, bro. Square up, get the ones licked back.
What's up?
Yeah, man. I just want to say, you see these numbers, boy, on the screen. I'd be like unalive 7 million people, man. It probably be like a lot less, because a lot of these men, they gonna be in the war over there fighting in Yahweh Shabbat. So I mean, they're gonna be in those 10 part of the cities, those FEMA zones. Mm-hmm. So just wanted to add that. This is gonna look a whole lot different than what we know everyday life to look like now. They're gonna be in them checkpoints, them FEMA zones. Some brothers gonna be locked up. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna be too many people around because they're gonna be fighting in the war.
Yes, indeed. Yep. What's up, Abriah? You got something out?
Oh no, I just want to say Salakia. I should have put the precept in there. My bad. I should never told a brother that Salakia.
Man, ain't nobody thinking about that, man.
Yeah, ain't nobody thinking about
Let that go.
Oh, my question is with the because I'm just learning the how to keep the Sabbath appropriately. I mean righteously. So from the 22nd, like later on, can you do a video and share it? Going into like how to number the calendar, because I gotta get me a calendar. I'm trying to get one today, but I'm not driving right now. But when I start driving, or when we stop, I was gonna stop by a truck stop and get me a calendar and number it so that I can remember it. So could you kind of help me with that? Like for now, do I just number 7 days from the 22nd and then just keep going down?
All right, so new moon came in. When is this? 3 days ago.
I gotta go back and watch that, because I did watch the first video going into it, but I don't think I watched that one.
No, that's just the picture. But yeah, this first video, I mean, this first video is basically everything I'm gonna tell you. Okay. But I mean, I'll do it. I could do it later on.
But from the 22nd, because I'm just that was the new moon last week. So can you start from there?
Yeah, Khan. So this is 22nd. So I'll do a quick one right here. So 22nd. Okay, let me see.
I was gonna number my actual calendar in my phone like that. I can do it like that too, like you're doing it in your phone.
Yeah, 22nd is new moon. So just for anybody, that wants to keep the Shabbat properly, which you should, the new moon was the 22nd. So that's Friday to Saturday, right? Because it changed, right? So, I mean, it just be straight like that. New moon, first quarter, full moon, third quarter, right here. You know what I'm saying? And then last Shabbat for the month, as I put it right there.
So that'll be September 19th as the last Shabbat.
Yep, September 19th, last Shabbat.
Okay, Khan, let me screenshot it real quick. Okay, the Water King.
And then everybody don't forget that the Day of Atonement is man, I got that's my ex birthday. Well, I don't know why that shit in there. Anyway, the Day of Atonement. I don't want to see it no more. When is the Day of Atonement? I'm slipping. She done threw me off.
10th day.
I'm messed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the Day of Atonement is August 30th. That's the 9th day.
10th day.
Huh?
10th day.
I thought the scripture say the 9th.
No, that's the 10th day of the
August
7th
30th, or
month.
you meant September 30th?
Nah, August 30th.
So
I done fucking went to Deuteronomy.
in 4 days.
Nah, what? Yeah, actually, yeah. Matter of fact, I need to post it up soon.
Yeah, it's the 10th day of the 7th month.
Yeah,
We're in the
post
7th month
post
right
that,
now.
because I do need Day of Atonement. Like, Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah.
Okay, Oxy, I know I actually gotta talk to somebody, but we gonna talk to Zaquan about this, because it say right here, it shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest, and ye shall afflict your souls in the 9th day of the month at evening. From evening unto evening shall you celebrate your Shabbat. So that's why I've been saying.
Let me get my scripture.
That's why I've been saying the 30th. But I know what you're saying, because it says up here, right, on the 10th day of the 7th month, there shall be a Day of Atonement. It shall be a holy convocation unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls and offering made by fire unto Yahweh.
Yeah.
So that's why I got to ask Zaquan or somebody, because why does it say down here the 9th day?
The 9th day of the month at evening from even. 9th day at evening.
I know that messing me up.
From the 9th day to the 10th day? From evening to evening?
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying August 30th to September 1st.
Hold on.
Damn, that's right around the corner.
Let's unpack it real quick.
I can't miss a Day of Atonement.
I'm gonna go to GMS New Moons real quick. Let's see what he said.
Because the elders will definitely have it, but I mean,
I know. Ain't nobody put nothing up yet, though.
It's Passover.
So that'll be Friday evening to Saturday. Well, no, it'll be Saturday evening to Sunday evening, the Day of Atonement.
Yeah, but
that's when I get home.
Have it.
That's
I'm
when
gonna
I'll
have it
be able to be home.
Okay,
I'll be home
I'm
on
gonna have it
30th.
100% on Thursday for you. I'm gonna have it 100%.
Make sure you please send that to me, because I don't want to miss Day of Atonement. Like,
and then we'll do a lesson on Thursday about it as well, on how to do it and everything, because I know some brothers and sisters probably never did it. You know.
So Leviticus 23:28.
So what I remember from it is, like the scriptures say, guys, we just afflicting our souls, no water, no food. We reading, we studying, calling brothers, calling on the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's about it, right? Oh, it's deeper than that.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. You fasting, you should hold no grudges, forgive anybody. Most definitely, like that, and Passover is like, you don't want to go into it with no bad energy.
And the 9th day. So bring up your calendar.
I mean, the 9th day is the 30th.
All right. So the 9th day will be the 30th.
Yeah, because
It
that
says,
Sabbath is the 8th day.
and the 9th day at even. So the day starts at even. So the 9th, will be at even. So would that be the 10th day that it's actually speaking of? So it says, it shall be a Sabbath to you of rest, and ye shall afflict your souls. In the 9th day of the month at even, from even to even, shall ye celebrate your Sabbath. So the Day of Atonement is that 10th day, but the Sabbath would be the 9th day as well.
So
So the Day of Atonement is a Sabbath.
so it'd be a double
Yeah,
Sabbath.
Yeah, it would be a double Sabbath. Yeah, it's going, and that's what we call a high holy day.
yeah.
Yeah, because Friday to Saturday, and then Saturday to Sunday, it's gonna be basically a double Shabbat. Yep.
Well, we'll confirm it with Zaquan though.
Yeah, but that's tight because we got two double Shabbats back to back, kinda in a sense. Because we had that Thursday night, Friday night, and now we about to have Friday night and Saturday night. Because the Day of Atonement is as a Shabbat. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So basically on the okay, Khan. So it's like a Shabbat. Okay, Khan.
Yeah, so you would do the same thing you do on a Shabbat, you know. But you are atoning, you know, it's more so repenting
No
and stuff.
buying, no buying, no selling, no none of that.
Yeah, I mean, to the best of your ability. You know, if you ain't got no, if like you ain't got no food in the crib, then you might have to order something or buy something. It's understandable. We in captivity.
Okay, Khan. But we should clearly push forth like this week. Try to get what you can, because that's what I'm
Yeah,
gonna try to get what I
yeah,
need before.
Yeah.
yeah. Forethought. Yeah, that'd be good. Like we got like a tradition. We make this like this avocado, tomato, onion joint now. Some guacamole.
Bro, I'm trying to get some lamb, bro. I'm trying to get some lamb when I get home, bro. Some lamb chops.
Oh yeah. That sounds good.
Ain't
Shoot,
nobody got
man.
no questions.
Yeah, cause I got to go, man. I hope I ain't scared that sister off, man.
No, I don't think you scare her off that easy, man. I just think that you was kind of hard on
You know,
all of
Eve
them, man.
fragile.
You
Eve
scared
fragile,
old
man.
buddy off though, Mister 23. He was gone for a while.
Oh yeah, man. He bugged out. He came in my DMs, bugged the hell out. Talking about the name of Israel is I am. I was like, man, what is you talking about?
He tried to say that shit a couple when we first met him.
Yeah, he came back around with it. I was like, man.
So, Mr. Zoe, DJ Zoe, the Day of Atonement would be all day, but uh, the what's that? The 9th day is just a regular Shabbat.
That goes Zaquan right
So,
there. Hey Zaquan, we need you to come up real quick if you can.
yeah, he can tell you better than I can.
He coming up. Hey, Shalom, how about Shem Yahweh Barakatah?
Yeah, how about Shem Yasharahla? What's up?
So we trying to figure out like the Day of Atonement, because right here it's confusing us. Right here it's saying on the 9th day, right? The 9th day of the month at evening from evening. But then up here it says on the 10th day of this 7th month. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Hold on, let's read through it. Also on the 10th day of the 7th month, there should be a day of atonement. It should be a holy convocation unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls and offerings made by fire unto Yahweh. And you should do no work in that same day for that day of atonement, to make atonement for you before Yahweh, your power. For whoever soul it be afflicted that same day, he should be cut off among his people. Whatsoever soul does any work that same day, the same So what I destroy among his people, you shall do no matter work. It should be a statute forever throughout your generation. It shall be to you a day it should be a day of Shabbat or rest. You shall afflict your souls in the ninth month. It just said at the begin going into the 10th day. You know how you going to the new day? Say like it's the 6th day, but it's going to the 7th day.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying?
So are we gonna fast on the 30th or the 31st?
Hold on, let me get that schedule for you. I can be clear. Hold on for me. Let me get it. Hold on.
I was thinking that it said the 10th day is the day of atonement, but the 9th day at evening would start your Shabbat. So you'd have a Shabbat and then the day of atonement, but the day of atonement is a Shabbat as well. That's what I got from it.
This is why we gotta clarify shit. You know what I'm saying? But man, I gotta throw these. I got some beef hot dogs, man. I gotta throw them on the grill, man. I gotta go.
You make sure they ain't got no pork in them
Man,
hot
ain't
dogs.
got no pork. Come on, man.
Hey, man, you never be too certain. In them pork casings like a sausage, man.
Nah, hell nah. I know which ones to get that ain't got the pork casing.
That'd be so evil, these damn bastards, man.
You know, Dwayne said
pork
pork good for you. You know that, right?
Oh, that fire gonna be good for him.
That's what Dwayne said.
Talking about he Hulk Hogan stuff. Talking he gonna pull up on people and all this stuff, man. All right, so the Day of Atonement is September
the 1st. Wait a minute, no, not September. It should be August 30th or August 31st.
I got the schedule. I got the Great Millstone schedule. It's it's on the 30th. I don't know why, but that's how they got it.
I'm right there. All right. You know, Kakama always second guessing me, man.
So you got time. So you got time to eat those little pork hot dogs.
Ain't nobody eat no pork.
Don't be high minded. You being over righteous.
Yeah,
Kakama, you always second guessing me, man.
No, Cupcake, I'm just playing. Cupcake, you just got to watch out when you buy hot dogs and stuff. You got to watch out what case it is. That's all. You just got to be careful.
Yeah, they do, sister. So, they do have pork casing a lot. Be careful.
You just got to be careful. That's all.
But yeah, I'm going to post this up on the Sabbath, man. Day of Atonement, 30th. That night, that evening.
Yeah, I'm looking at the schedule and stuff.
So even if Urami is wrong, we are rehearsing the righteous acts.
I wasn't wrong. What you talking?
Hey, we're not gonna say he was right or wrong. We're just gonna say even if he was wrong.
Listen, like a couple hours, like that ninth part, like a couple of hours, it'd be the 9th day, but when it hit that evening, it'd be the 10th day. You understand it now?
So we would afflict ourselves for Day of Atonement on the 30th.
Yeah, on the
30th.
Yeah.
Soon the sun. Listen to my careful. I said soon the sun set. That's when it makes the 10th day.
On the 30th.
But hours before that, but hours before that is the 9th day. But soon as that sun set, it becomes the 10th day.
Yeah.
So that's what that's talking about. Yeah. Your rum, you got y'all running, screaming and stuff. The sky's falling. The sky.
That's Kakama, man.
Man, no, man. I don't know what you're talking about, man. That wasn't
me. Who's that above me? Did somebody request something?
Oh, it was Abiyah. He was trying to get an understanding on it.
Yeah. So when Wayne said a little pork or two be good for you when he said that.
Oh no, I know he would say something like that. I was just saying.
Yeah.
The evening. Hold on, JK. The evening to evening is a whole day, so it is the whole day that you afflict yourself with.
Right. Just make before that sunset. Make sure you eat a good meal. Make sure you get no leavening agents and stuff in it. You know. No. Yeah, no, I'm thinking about Passover. I'm thinking about Passover. But just make sure you eat a good meal before that sunset. Those you first timers and stuff, you know. But I mean, we all do it. We all do it, you know, to afflict our soul. But those that's new into it, I advise you not to do it because you're gonna have no drink, no water and stuff. But if you want to do it, make sure you eat and hydrate yourself before that. Do not
Yeah,
f around.
especially if you taking medication and stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah, if
you
you take medication, most out he'll excuse that. You know, because you on medication, you can't help it. That's what Yahweh shall give you grace and stuff. You know, but if you can't deal with it, I advise you don't do it. But
Yeah.
if you want to do it, if you want to do it, make sure you eat and hydrate yourself and stuff. If you can set just ahead of time, just as your boss can't have a day off. Now, don't say, "Oh, I want to do day." No, just say, "Hey, I got a family gathering right here on this day." You know, or say something like that. Yeah, so I won't take this day off. You know, it's important to all my family from and
Yeah.
such. Right?
Now
Don't talk about.
I encourage everybody, after this fast, to try to implement fasting into your daily week or every other week, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's a thing you could do. Just if you're doing first time, eat and hydrate yourself before that sunset. At least like two or an hour away for that sunset. But if you
even
can't
if you
deal, if you
like,
can't deal, but if you can't deal with it, you don't have to. I mean,
Yeah.
it's important you do it, but don't do it. You don't want to overbear
No,
yourself.
no.
Don't be overright.
yeah.
Some of us just can't put the peach cobbler down. So I understand.
Oh yeah. Okay,
It's
sir.
important. It's important not to be over righteous. Scripture
Right.
tells us not to seek out things that are above thy strength. So if you
Hmm.
can't do it, don't pass out trying to be over righteous.
Right. Right, man. And that's what this it happened years ago. This dude, I forgot if he was affiliate years ago, and he buzzed out. He started talking about don't do the data atonement, man. All you gotta do is just sit back and say, hey, I can't deal with this shit. I'm gonna pass. You know, he could have, yeah, but yeah, man.
And if you never
But yeah, it's
fasted,
good.
you will get a headache. Trust and believe me. But do
Yep.
not take no Tylenol or Advil. The headache is just
Yep.
parasites unalive
Yes.
in your head, man. You just gotta let them go.
Yep. Because before they unalive, they release some type of chemical into your bloodstream and stuff. Yeah.
And
Yep. That's what the
also,
headaches. Yeah.
coming off the fast, don't eat heavy.
Right.
Come out of it light. Like get you like
Yep.
some watermelon or something like that.
I'm telling you.
Right.
Because I came off the
Watermelon.
fast one time and I ate some meat and I choked. I was choking. Because my
Yep.
throat did not want to open up.
I ain't gonna say the name, but one of the elders he been hard head, but he learned from the state. One of the elders had came out the fast, started eating meat. He had the bubble guts. He had to
Mm-hmm.
that food. So yeah, but yeah, we just eat a piece of fruit. You know, like the brother said, watermelon, cantaloupe, um, some grapes, strawberries. You
Yeah.
know,
Some
bananas are
chicken
good. One.
broth.
Oh yeah, chicken broth, chicken soup. You know, yeah. So yep, just righteous acts, man. You practice and stuff. And to answer, all I gotta do is looks like when a Christian talking about, oh, the law been done away, we don't gotta do that. But man, if you look at it, Paul did the feast of wheat, he did the Passover and such. You know, if you look up Paul, he did it just cut it with Paul. Paul don't celebrate the Shabbat and everything.
He even took a vow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, parasites, man, they control your mood, like everything, dopamine, all of that. They'll have you your parasites will have you getting up at 11 o'clock, going in the cabinet, eating some cookies. I
Yeah.
don't ask me how I know.
Well, I had a
How
sweet tooth.
allegedly? How do you know?
Cause he lived the experience and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. That's why Jake. That's why Jake can't give up that pork. Like Jake get old and stuff. They can't get up those high salty foods and processed foods and stuff. Cause there'll be no parasites. And
Yeah. And you be telling yourself, like, I ain't hungry, man. I just ate at like 9 or 8. Why? But your body just be like, go get them cookies, man.
go get those cookies, man. One cookie ain't gonna hurt.
Yup,
Ain't
one
gonna
cookie
hurt.
turned into 15
Come on,
cookies.
man. Come on, man. It got corn syrup. We all gotta die one day. That's some of the parasite demons too.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. The brothers ain't gonna know about those cookies with the corn syrup, man. Ain't gonna, yeah.
And we ain't saying it's a sin, but it's not wise.
Right. You gonna put some in your stomach, mess you up and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta keep, cause the parasite demons too. Those demons, those like physical manifestation of demons and stuff, man. Parasites, all types of disease and stuff, those manifestation of demons, physical demons and stuff.
Man, look at this little dog hanging off the back of the bed, boy. Look at him. Hold on. Yeah. Look at him hanging off the back.
A lot of people say that. A lot of people say that your blood type. I believe that too. Your blood type, what type of foods and stuff.
Man, I saw it was this show where they was like on this private island and they had these chefs and they took their blood and they made them meals according to their blood type. So yeah, most definitely that's what rich people do. But I believe, we'll do that in the kingdom most likely.
Shit, we ain't gotta worry about that. We could eat fried cheese in the kingdom. Don't gotta worry about that. Yeah.
Well, I have my
I can't wait for the kingdom, man. I'm gonna have the most greasy, cheesy ass piece in the kingdom, man. Cheese bread, whatever that is.
I have my servants taking care
cheese
of
grits.
No, I said cheesy.
Hey, cheese grits is fire. What you talking about?
Yeah. Hey, goat cheese grits, man. Goat cheese grits. Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead,
have my servants doing that to my favorite concubine, taking care of it like that.
Oh man. I always wanted melted cheese over grapes. I seen that on I want to check that out.
You wilding now.
What do you mean on wilding?
Man, grapes is perfect. Why you need to put cheese on them?
No, I always wanted to try it, man,
He be hanging around them rich people too much. That's why.
For real. That's some rich
Hey,
stuff.
do you got grape poupon in your refrigerator?
Nope.
No.
I do.
I bet you do.
You over here talking about some goat cheese grits. I ain't never had that. I just put some regular old cheese in the grits.
No, it was just something I made up and stuff. Yeah.
Nah, you ain't make that up, Zaquan. You had that grape poupon in there.
No, I do got grape. You got grape poupon in the refrigerator. Hold on.
You got that fancy diet. You eat with the knife and the fork with the pinky out.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'll tell them how many Sub-Zero refrigerators I got, freezers I got.
Shee, man. Yeah, just know that it's more than one.
It's just a joke. It's just a joke. I'm just joking. I do get it, but it's just a joke at the same time. Hey, blow my camera up out. So let's see. All right, watch this. Where that camera at? Hold on.
Grape poupon.
Oh man,
I ain't never even seen a jar.
that
You never
fancy
seen
right
this?
there, boy.
Nah.
Yeah, po ninjas like me can only afford the regular yellow mustard.
Ooh, I can only
He
drink.
said with the silver. It's silly, man. I don't think grape poupon. Rest this my family drinks. Y'all probably seen this before. Like this good as hell, even though it ain't no
the
good
Tahiti
for you.
treat. Yeah.
I think this my niece. I think this might be my nephew's.
Hey, somebody drinking Sprite in there?
Yeah, my mom and them probably. This part of my nieces.
Got the Nutter Butters in the refrigerator?
Mm-hmm. I gotta get some more. I like these right here. Now these good for your health and stuff. And once again, I'm just joking about the Grey Poupon. All right, I'm not snobby. But anyway, here you go right here. You go to these New Zealand kiwis, the golden kiwis. They're real good, man.
I ain't never seen them. That's tight.
You never seen it? Yeah, you never seen these?
Nah.
Yeah, these good and stuff. I gotta get some more. I gotta go grocery shopping tomorrow. Hold on, let me close my refrigerator. Open it again. All right. So I got this good right here. But be careful. Just put a little. It's Japanese barbecue sauce. It don't got no octopus in. I checked the ingredients. And I got the citrus flavor. This is real good right here on your tacos and stuff. All this non-GMOs. This like 1,000 Island sauce. You know, this used to be on your McDonald's burgers and stuff. This good. It's right here. Vegan mayo, avocado oil. So I got this for good gut health. Harmless harvest and stuff. Another thing is, yeah.
Dip?
No, it's like yogurt. It's yogurt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yogurt. But I get the kefir, but they ain't had the kefir. They had like the strawberry flavor. I don't want no sugar in it and stuff. So I get this for good gut health and stuff. Now this is the real ketchup. Primal. This at Whole Foods, but you don't have to get it at Whole Foods. You get it at wherever store available and stuff. I go to Whole Foods. It's some certain things I get.
Yeah.
Yeah. It says sweet with honey. It got no sugar in it. My niece said it's good and stuff. So, and he go to Japanese just to use citrus flavor and stuff.
Yeah, I mess with that. I got some Japanese barbecue sauce.
Oh yeah, and what else in here? Yep. So you see the kids here. That's my niece and nephew. They young adults, but this right here, honey gold barbecue salt, Texas barbecue salt, baby.
Oh yeah, you know I mess with that Carolina Gold barbecue sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that Carolina, yep.
Yep, the Carolina and stuff. So, and yeah, I mean, you go to I go to reason why I don't go to all these stuff because I'm tired. I don't feel like bagging my own bags. I'm tired from work. Shit. I don't feel like doing all that stuff, man. You know.
All these be tripping with the no bag stuff, man.
Yeah. All right, Rod. You can stream me your run. Yeah, man. Yeah, so brothers only playing. We just playing, man. I ain't Richie Rich.
Allegedly.
Hey, what's the name of that Hazel Eyes? Y'all seen them?
Who? Oh, nah, I ain't seen her. Nah.
Yeah, the sis I was joking with the other day, she thought it was a real East Indian Arab.
Oh,
I think she followed the Sabbath page. I gotta share it live.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And stuff. And also I got the you can't see it, but I'm just like I got the Instaball of gray sea salt. I got some of that gray sea salt and stuff. So yeah. So again, you don't have to. You could go get it cheaper and stuff. But the reason I go to because I don't feel like bagging my groceries. I'm tired of shit. I don't feel like bagging my groceries anymore. Let somebody else do it. And everything. If you can, just try to get it cheap. You go to all these say number Trader Joe's. That's all it is. Trader Joe's. I mean, it's owned by the same two brothers and stuff. It's the same thing, man. Aldi's and Trader Joe's. Yeah, Trader Joe's just a fancy Aldi's.
Trader Joe's my spot. That's my spot right there.
Yeah, they got good stuff. If you could do if you go vegan and stuff, that's a real good place to go shop at Trader Joe's. You get good price and stuff on your groceries and everything and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, Wayne. What happened? Wayne. What was I trying to think? What happened this morning and stuff? Yeah, he always he's talking about that video, the El Nazaki in GMS North Carolina. Talking about he gonna pull up to Hebrew Israelites. And you see, he only pull up to IARC. He ain't gonna pull up to Great Millstone. He ain't gonna never pull up.
Might as well go join Vocab Malone, man.
That's what I think. I think he getting a bag, man. Cause he talking about he getting high, man. Talking about don't get no on ass no autographs. And all. What the fuck? What?
Yeah, he's escalating now.
Yeah, they ain't talking this one of the lads because a lot of Jace was a lot of brothers. It's like brothers get on here calling out for his big ass forehead. He told, "Why y'all care about my forehead? Why y'all judging the man in forehead? Why you just look, man? And if you deform or ugly, just because man say you deform or ugly, don't mean that man is GAY. I mean, I could look at a dog and say, "Hey, man, that's an ugly dog." Now, do I want to hump the dog? No, the dog just had to be ugly. Yeah. You know?
Man.
What's up?
Oh, nothing. The elders just went live on a Tuesday about Isaiah the 34th chapter.
Oh yeah. Man, I'm gonna wrap it up then, man. I'm about to cook. Anyway.
All right. What you about to cook?
I'm about to make an omelet.
With the hot dogs?
Nah, see what I'm doing with the dog. I'm smoking the dogs for 4 hours.
Oh, damn! How did it taste after you smoke?
Yeah, I'm talking about sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fire.
Okay, smoke hot. Wow, I ain't never thought about that. Smoke beef hot dogs.
He gonna change his name from Yaramia to Arby's.
Man, I remember Arby's used to be so good, man. That shit went downhill, man. Arby's. Well, the one in Chicago did, you know. I don't know how it is in your city and stuff. So, yeah, no scoffers came up. No scoffers came up.
Ain't no scoffers really come too much.
Yeah, Mr. 23 came by, but you know.
Yeah, but he was trying to be. He was acting like he agreed with us now.
Oh, you talking about the guy from yesterday, the other day?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Our blood is off. His blood is off our hands because we went into the ancient artifacts and showed the names and stuff, so ain't nothing to do about it. Yeah. He won't still do that.
I believe like his conscience seared with a hot iron. It's gonna be hard for him, I think.
Yeah, it's seared with a hot iron. It sounds like he older too, man. He
probably like 60 or he up there.
Yeah, he probably like, well, they ain't tell me nothing. That's how they be sometimes and stuff, man. All right, I'm gonna charge my phone up. Then I'm gonna get out and leave, look at a movie for work. Then I'm gonna come back. Most out, how Ross out later on. So.
Excuse me.
Shalom.
Yeah, how about you? Shalom, brother. Enjoy your meal. Shalom.